How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Aaron.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 surprisingly down-to-earth celebrities.
See you out there, okay? You enjoy yourself tonight.
What? How you doing, man? Good, man. What's going on?
Oh, no. How is your education going?
Oh, it's going great.
Did I set you up for life?
Oh, yes, definitely, definitely.
For this list, we're looking at famous folks who might be stars, but still seem to have their feet planted firmly on the ground. Who's your favorite humble star? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, Adam Sandler.
Hello, my name is Adam Sandler.
He's not just one of our favorite actors, he's one of our favorite people. You'd think that dominating the box office for basically 3 decades might influence someone's ego. But that's just not the case with the Sandman, who is reportedly one of the nicest and most genuine actors in the industry.
You guys hoop, we're gonna hoop.
Whether he's apologizing over a parking mistake or taking part in a local basketball game, Sandler is, as described by former colleague Ken Miyamoto, living proof that, quote, you can be an overly successful movie star without being a diva or a prick. Number 19, Matt Damon.
A teacher is going to get lazy when they have tenure. A teacher wants to teach.
His roles have covered a spectrum of personas, topics, and genres, from action to sci-fi, historical pieces to dramas. But even after an Oscar win, and many more nominations, this Massachusetts native hasn't seemed to let his A-list status get to his head.
In your face, Neil Armstrong.
Coming from a modest background, the versatile actor always seems to remember where he came from, whether he's showing some Boston pride or sticking up for the little guy.
Now the politicians are saying, oh, send in the Marines to secure the area because they don't give a shit. It won't be their kid over there getting shot.
Interviewers have also reported that he is down to earth. And as they might say on the South Side,
My boy's wicked smart.
Number 18, Aaron Paul.
Oh, nice for coming down.
Oh yeah, how's your trip?
Amazing.
Very good so far.
Yeah.
From the moment he skyrocketed to fame as the excitable stoner half of TV's favorite meth-making duo, Aaron Paul portrayed himself as the kind of celebrity you'd love to hang out with. In fact, being able to connect with people has got to be one of Paul's most endearing traits. Whether he's greeting tour buses full of fans outside his house or delivering audio greeting cards in person.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Aaron.
Yeah, I know.
Fans feel so connected to the former Jesse Pinkman that they wrote a song dedicated to Paul himself when Breaking Bad ended.
Aaron Paul likes having fun, and Aaron Paul loves everyone.
That kind of love is only reserved for the nicest celebrities. Sweet, open, and approachable, Aaron Paul seems to have a knack for getting other people involved in his brand of fun.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Number 17, Jennifer Lawrence.
And then my heel slipped. I didn't fall, but I had and I made him cut it out of the show.
After breaking out in a big way, the world fell in love with this talented actress. She just seems so normal, geeking out at her first Oscar gala, never taking questions or herself too seriously. But that was just an act, right? Part of the Katniss doesn't play by the rules persona to help market the Hunger Games, perhaps? It seems not. With this lady, what you see is what you get. Sure, it probably doesn't hurt that she's typecast as authentic characters, but it's something she could run with in real life.
Hey!
Whoa, hey! What the hell?
But if being typecast as real because you are real is wrong, who wants to be right?
Because I am so much crazier than you.
Keep your voice down.
Number 16, Will Smith.
Come on, man, don't give me that my dog is dead face. Come on, let's sing.
By all accounts, the Fresh Prince is just as fly, dope, and nice as you'd hope he'd be. And we can probably attribute Will Smith's unrelenting kindness and generosity to his family values. In fact, it's almost impossible to think of Smith himself these days without picturing his family standing right there beside him. And those values even show up in his work. As a rapper, Smith is known for his clean lyrics and has never had a parental advisory label on one of his albums throughout his entire music career.
Wipe your shoes on the mat when you come in the house. Someone just clean that floor. Woohoo! Say what?
It's easy for kids and parents alike to love this guy.
Getting jiggy with it.
Number 15, George Takei.
It's true.
You pronounce it like a Vulcan.
Amok. Amok time, exactly.
He used to be a Trekkie favorite, but since taking to social media, he's become a beloved household name everywhere. Coming from both humble and tragic origins, His family was held in Japanese internment camps in America during World War II. Takei rose to stardom as helmsman Mr. Sulu on the original Star Trek series. But these days, he loves to spend time with his fans. He happily answers questions, signs autographs, and is always gracious. Not to mention, he is an avid human rights advocate and is not afraid to speak up against injustice when he sees it.
But it is not a precedent. It is the most disgraceful chapter of American history.
Number 14, John Cena. Before making it big in the WWE, John Cena came from humble beginnings in Massachusetts. In recent years, it's become clear he hasn't forgotten his roots. In fact, he's one of the best examples of a celebrity using their platform for good.
I'd like you to be my personal guest tonight at the WWE event at the Rod Laver Arena. I have a bunch of tickets for you and your family.
From brightening the lives of sick children through the Make-A-Wish Foundation or traveling across the globe to visit active and wounded troops, Cena has made a conscious effort to transform his career into an opportunity to help others.
I can't relate to a situation that you guys have been in, but I know that there's no truer test of a man's character than when his back is up against the wall.
While he often makes headlines with his charity work, he makes just as much of an impact when the cameras aren't rolling. He'll even pay for your groceries. Number 13, Eddie Redmayne.
It's an obscurus. I need to get going. Find everyone who's escaped before they get hurt.
Just because you've won an Oscar doesn't mean you don't want to do normal things, like run some errands, talk with local shopkeepers, or even deal with a flat tire. None of this should be shocking, but when you get used to seeing celebs that seem to want to perch on the highest pedestal they can find, it's nice to see actors like Eddie Redmayne doing just those things after all the theory of everything hoopla.
With a single equation, that time had a beginning.
He's one of those artists that reminds us that when you see their faces on the big screen, they are at work. It's fun and glamorous, but it's a job. And like any job, you still have a life to live around it.
Just pull that back. You're pulling her in. Yes!
Number 12, Guy Fieri.
Did you just eat off my plate, Al?
A little bit.
This celebrity chef may be known for his frosted tips and epic bowling shirts, but it's his relentless devotion to helping others and supporting his community that really stand out. In 2015, he officiated a mass wedding ceremony for 101 same-sex couples in Miami. During the California wildfire season of 2018, he provided thousands of free meals to first responders and evacuees. Then, in 2020, he partnered with the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund to provide financial support to over 43,000 restaurant workers affected by the coronavirus pandemic.
Well, we had a big weekend, so we're happy to announce that we went to 14 million over the weekend.
Time and time again, Fieri has done everything in his power to stand up for the little guy.
You killed it.
Thank you very much.
I'm impressed.
Number 11, Amy Poehler. Not only is she an amazing comedian and feminist icon, but it also turns out that she is really nice and normal in real life. This is coming from just about every single person who's ever come in contact with the actress and comedian, saying she's funny, gracious, and extremely easy to work with. Fans got a bit more of this in her sincere, thoughtful, and of course hilarious memoir, Yes Please, in which she chronicles her life, shares stories about friends she made along her way to stardom, and doles out practical advice. All in all, Amy Poehler is the sort of person you wish were your best friend.
I'm barely 34, and I've already landed a Parks Department exploratory subcommittee. I'm a rocket ship.
Number 10, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Make this one count.
No way, that's awesome!
Stop encouraging him.
If you follow The Rock on any social media platform, you know that 1, he works out a lot, 2, he has an amazing smile, and 3, his feed is basically a laundry list of his good deeds.
Got a little surprise for you. And just when you thought the day was going to be terrible, it actually is going to be the greatest day of your life.
And that's because Dwayne Johnson is just one of those celebrities you wish were part of your crew. Whenever he surprises his fans, he does so in a big way, and usually in style. He's also the kind of celebrity that likes to shine a spotlight on kids with amazing stories about overcoming challenges. He's so enthusiastic when it comes to a sense of fun and community that it never fails to make us feel good. It also never fails to inspire us.
Just wanted to tell you I appreciate your strength and I appreciate you inspiring not only me, man, but millions of people, and it's really a pleasure talking to you.
Number 9, Jimmy Fallon.
I really don't want to hold these things.
There you go.
Oh,
good
gosh.
job.
What are these things? They're snakes.
No, they're legless lizards.
former SNL cast member turned host of The Tonight Show. This actor slash comedian slash writer has been tickling our funny bones for some time. Fallon has never let his status get in the way of interacting with his fans. The same fans who frequently report how willing he is to snap a quick photo or sign an autograph when he's spotted out on the town. Others have commented on how modest he is. A hard worker, Fallon seems genuinely grateful for the opportunities he's had, and remains grounded whether he's making people laugh with an amazing lip sync battle or laughing his way through a round of Wheel of Musical Impressions. Number 8. Jeff Goldblum.
Yes. That's lovely. Very good. You've just relayed electricity.
Most of us know Jeff Goldblum is a bit of a strange guy, and definitely a fun-loving guy, but he's also a nice guy. When signing fan autographs, not only is Goldblum unafraid to respond in kind to his fans' declaration of undying love, he also makes a point of making direct eye contact with each and every one of them.
Thank you.
You're fantastic.
You're so nice. I love you. Baby, I love you.
He doesn't shy away from making grand gestures to complete strangers either, like when he met Anna Kendrick for the first time.
The very formal Jeffrey had dipped me before even saying hello.
But you know what else makes him seem like an accessible celebrity? He's not afraid to tackle more intimate and engaging interview questions head on.
That's wildly sensual, which does something to a corresponding deep and interesting part of me.
For us, what makes Jeff Goldblum irresistibly nice is his utterly unrestricted charm.
And finally, Sam Neill falling in love with me, the Lilliputian. This is me as the Gulliver Goldblum.
20 Goldblums.
20 Goldblums. Sam Neill. Thank you.
Number 7. Daniel Radcliffe.
I think he overestimates my abilities, sir.
Best known for his breakout role as Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe has been taking on some interesting roles since hanging up his wand. Despite being one of the most recognizable people of his generation, Radcliffe seems to have stayed pretty normal, due in large part, it seems, to the fact that he never takes himself very seriously. Whether he's mocking his own status as a superstar, taking part in elaborate pranks, or accepting movie roles that might make others gag, he's still the chosen one to us.
But I am the chosen one. Okay, sorry.
Number 6. George Clooney.
The hose here. That's the shower. Nice.
George Clooney's usual vibe is one of dignity and reserve, but deep down, you just know this Kentucky native loves to laugh and have a good time. Clooney doesn't shy away from getting personal with his fans, even if that means breaking his composure or the occasional red carpet barricade.
But he was still jazzed about playing Wednesday with George Clooney.
It was fun. He still got it.
Of course, on the more serious side of things, he's a major activist and humanitarian, which you have to respect. In fact, he's well known for his heart of gold and compassion. But like we said, when he's not busy trying to save the world, Clooney likes to let loose with his co-stars and celebrity pals, either through a good-natured prank or some gentle joshing.
What do you never leave the house with? Socks.
Socks.
Number 5. Emma Stone.
Ooh, burn!
Despite being one of the highest-paid actresses in the world by the age of 28, this Academy Award winner has not forgotten about others.
I want to show her perspective, so people might understand what it's like from your side.
It'd be easy to point out how charming she is, or how slick her mad lip-syncing skills are. But the moment that nabbed her spot on this list has gotta be the infamous paparazzi signs. After noting that they were being tailed by photographers, Stone and Amazing Spider-Man co-star Andrew Garfield decided to put their star power to good use, with Stone quickly making signs to direct people's attention to charities and organizations that could use more attention than them. Number 4. Hugh Jackman.
You have a reputation as Mr. Nice Guy. Is that a terrible millstone to carry around?
I don't know. There's worse labels.
Considering how he talks about his co-stars and colleagues, as well as his undeniable sweetness with his fans, it's no wonder Hugh Jackman has been labeled one of Hollywood's nicest guys.
Mate, you are awesome. It is so great to meet you. I've met a lot of fans over the years. You're one of my favorites, man.
We'll admit, celebrities surprising fans is not an uncommon move in Hollywood, but for some reason, it's just super endearing when Hugh does it. Oh, and how about this? While interacting with a crying fan, Jackman made her and everyone watching feel at ease with a group selfie.
Come on, Roxy. She wants you in it.
And he even made sure not to leave out the ET reporter interviewing him. Jeez, it truly seems like Jackman is nice to everyone. Even the reporter he embarrassed by recounting the time he'd spent teaching him at school in England.
You guys don't know that, but this man here, yes, I used to teach him at Uppingham School in London. Yes, that's right.
Oh, no!
How is your education going?
Oh, it's going great.
Did I set you up for life?
Oh, yes, definitely, definitely.
Number 3, Dave Grohl.
Celebrate me!
Considered one of the coolest people in the music industry, here's a musician who knows how to keep it real. He's had this reputation for over 20 years, so it's safe to say it's legit. Foo Fighters founder and frontman Dave Grohl has consistently been called funny and easygoing, not to mention a down-to-earth dad.
You drive your kids to school every single morning.
Yeah.
And then you play music.
Also, he gives often to charity, has been known to leave $1,000 tips, and even performs in the garages of ardent fans. As a strong advocate of garage bands himself. Plus, if he promises a show, he gives a damn show, even if his leg's broken. He's basically a normal guy living an extraordinary life, and he seems all too happy to give back. Number 2, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is the type of guy that makes kindness look cool. And seriously, it's nigh impossible to find any negative fan testimonial about him. People consistently rave about how nice and grounded he is. It's hard not to love a celebrity who appreciates a good selfie just as much as the next person.
What's your name? Brian. Oh, Brian, you're a lucky man.
But besides crashing random weddings, posing for hilarious photo series with fans in restaurants, and randomly getting his name chanted by tens of thousands of people at a basketball game, Hanks also seems to be the best husband known to man, as he is constantly gushing about his wife Rita Wilson.
She could have done better, but man, oh man.
Stop. You guys are perfect.
I'm no dope.
Humble, grateful, and compassionate, Tom Hanks gives us every reason to love and respect him. Before we unveil our most down-to-earth celebrity, here are some honorable mentions. Emma Watson.
I really love those books. I really wanted to do my job well, and I kind of overdid it.
Don't worry about it. Guillermo does that with me all the time.
Yeah.
When I go off script.
Meryl Streep.
I heard you say you were terrified. You weren't really terrified because the first day I worked with you, I forgot my lines.
I loved that. The highlight of my year.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Keanu Reeves.
I can see why she likes you.
Who?
Not too bright, though.
So much more than a seemingly ageless pretty face, the chosen one of The Matrix is also one of the kindest, most sensible people in Hollywood. For years, fans have reported on how warm and friendly he is upon meeting them. But more than that, he goes out of his way to interact with and help people.
You're doing the movie, you're doing the detective. Excellent!
In 1997, he famously spent the day talking, sharing food with, and hanging out with a homeless man just to be a decent human being. Never on a high horse, he's been known to offer seats and assistance to those in need while taking public transportation, proving you're never too famous to be a good person.
You see it as fun, it's just part of life.
I mean, in that kind of aspect, absolutely, yeah.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.